writing pals. I hope it is not too loud in here. Things might look a little bit different than usual, and that's because they most definitely are. I am filming in a different room, at least for this video, because I have a camera. The main thing is that I got a USB SD card reader so I can finally use my camera. My cat is very curious about everything. You want to come say hi? Yeah, you do. You gonna say hi? Hello. So today we're going to be talking about words to cut from your manuscript. Are you ready to cut some words, Maestro? Yeah? So these are a list of words that I think most of the time aren't necessary in your writing. That's not to say that they are horrible words, that they should never be used, and if you use them then you're wrong, because, you know, words have a place in writing. Everything has a place in writing. You're just gonna sit up here as precarious. Oh, you're about to jump down. So take this as, you know, don't use this word too many times, don't use this word a lot, make sure that you aren't relying on these words, because these are words that a lot of us rely on, and I've been catching myself all day as I made the list of words and finished writing it. The first word is the word just. So just, I feel like, is a dampening word. It dampens and lessens the effects that your words have as you are writing them. You know, if you've ever had a friend who has wronged you or slighted you in some way, or just done something a little bit annoying, and you bring it up and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just trying to help you, instead of just, oh, I'm sorry. You know, it takes the effect away from the actual apology. Just is also dampening in the sense of like directions or relativity, like, oh, I'm just up the street, I'm just 5 blocks away, I'm just upstairs. It's like, do we really need the word just? Do you really have to tell us that you're just up there, or can you just say, I'm up the block, I'm upstairs, I'm 3 blocks away? You know, we don't really need the word. It's not a word that needs to be taking up the space on our page and taking up space in our reader's mind. Just, you don't need it. It's unnecessary most of the time. There are cases, you know, when you're trying to stress something, that the word just is very useful. You know, maybe they are really sorry, and if someone's hurt you, maybe they are really sorry and they're really trying to apologize and you just aren't hearing it, and they're like, I was just trying to be nice, or you know, they were just friends, or hey, we're just friends. Like, there's nothing going on between us, we're just friends. You know, stressing the point of just only. Alright, so our next word is the word color. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Of color. In color. What am I meaning? Well, let's say we see a girl. She's driving a car. How would we describe that car in writing? Her car was red in color. Now, it sounds really silly when I say it like this, and this is actually something I had no idea about or really ever even thought about until I saw Hannah Lee Kidder, a fellow author tuber, talk about it. Describing a color and then saying in color. Like, my shirt is orange in color. Could it be orange in any other way? My cat is black and white in color. No, we don't really talk that way, do we? It's odd. It feels like it's almost, you know, now that I've learned about it, it's like I can't unsee it. I can't stop hearing it. Like, I see it and it's just so weird to think about now. It's like, wow, like, do we really need to describe a color and then say it's a color? It's like, oh, it's this color in color. It's color. You know, we don't really need it. It's unnecessary. It's superfluous. The word superfluous is superfluous. I'm just trying to sound fancy for you. No, it isn't really necessary, and it's a great one to cut and get rid of. Oh, you're being so cute. Hi. Our next word is the word really. Now, do I really mean really? Yes, I really mean really. Really is one of those words that, again, kind of like just gets thrown in, and it takes up space. If you're using it as a stressor, I think it's okay, mainly in dialogue, if a person specifically talks this way. You know, stereotypically, it's usually teenage girls who talk like that in books and in TV shows and movies. Oh, I was really just doing this, or that was really horrifying. But, you know, really does have a place in writing. Like I said, all of these words really do. But I find that really is one that can just really be cut. We don't necessarily need it. A sentence can definitely make sense without the word really. So why keep it? Why have it taking up space on your page? You know, you've only got so much space. Word counts, well, semi-subjective in traditional publishing do exist for a reason, and you don't want most of your storytelling taken up by really, or just, or color. You want to be able to describe your world. You'd be really surprised about how many times you've actually used these words in your manuscript. Like, it's insane. I'm gonna do a totally separate video on the biggest word that isn't on this list, but I think is the biggest one, and I'm really excited to film that. But moving on, our next one is the word that. Now, I have nothing against the word that. However, in doing a little bit of research, because I came up with most of these words myself when reading through both my manuscript and other books, I found words that I just thought were unnecessary. But the word that is never one that I thought of. And here's why. Here's when it gets tricky. When you are writing, and let's say someone's talking about something, and I forget what her name was, but I was reading an article. I'll have it linked down below. She had a list of words that you might want to cut and a lot of really good, helpful examples. Maybe it was Diana Urban. But with the word that, it was using it in dialogue unnecessarily. It was the best blog post that I've ever read. And that isn't needed. When we use the word that, it's usually when we are replacing the object of a sentence. You know, I love this painting, Mary said. Oh, I love that too, Sue laughed. We use that to replace the object of a sentence so that we don't have to keep repeating it over and over again. The reader understands what's being talked about, and we don't need to talk about it again. The word that is so tricky for people to understand because they think, oh, I need to repeat the object of the sentence. Like, I can't just not say what we're talking about. Well, if we've already talked about it once or twice, we really get sick of reading it over and over again. It kind of makes it, myself as a reader, I don't know if other people feel like this, so I'll just say myself, I see it as the author thinking that I wouldn't be able to follow what was being talked about, so that they had to keep putting it in. They had to keep saying, oh, we're talking about this object. Do you remember this object? This one? Did you forget? It's this one. I'm pointing all of my fingers at it. Like, it's this one. Did you forget? It's like, no, like, we as humans are able to pick up on things and remember things. You know, if it's a conversation between multiple people, things do get muddled and it might be good to bring things up again. But if it's just a conversation between two people, please do not keep bringing it up. We understand. We can follow a line of dialogue. If we get confused, we can read back up. It also makes your dialogue go a lot quicker. It's spiffy. It's fast. I don't mind long paragraphs of dialogue because I love poetic prose. I love flowery language. That's just the kind of person that I am. I love those things. But sometimes you don't need it. Sometimes you need dialogue to flow a little bit quicker. You want fun things to happen. You know, I saw a post the other day where someone had shared that in writing, things should be about 60% dialogue, 30% reacting to that, and 10% something else. I don't remember. But it's that, you know, we need to make sure that we're reacting to dialogues. Books cannot just be dialogue. As much as I love dialogue, I also love descriptions as well, and action. We need things happening. Things need to be moving, so we need to keep our dialogue flowing. The reader's eyes need to keep moving down the page. It's really fun. Alright, so those are a list of some words that I think can be cut from your manuscript. I hope that you found this informative. I hope that you maybe like the new setup. If you do, leave it in a comment down below and maybe I'll film here again, because books and cat. You are just having a kick with me recording in here, aren't you? But yeah, so let me know what you think in a comment down below. Let me know some words that you overuse in your manuscript. For me, I think I use just a lot. I use just a lot in my talking. I say just far too often. But yeah, let me know what words you think you overuse. What are some words that you've learned to cut, that you've had problems with cutting, and let me know how your day's going. I want to talk. I like talking. How are you handling quarantine? Are you still in quarantine? Anywho, I hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I upload videos twice a week with fun, bookish, and writing related content. You can also follow me on all of my socials. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, at XannasBooks. And I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye! You wanna say bye? You wanna say bye?